Before we get started in this video, I want to mention that this is two separate videos in one. The first part of this video is my real actual thoughts of the new content, the faction warfare changes in Albion Online, and the second part of the video, which I will make absolutely obvious on the screen, is a parody or an alternative universe type of scenario in which Sandbox Interactive didn't make the wrong choices when it comes to their content creator program. Hello, lads. Let me tell you about the new faction warfare update on Albion Online. Sandbox Interactive has ruined this game's faction warfare. If you ask anyone that has done faction warfare for the longest time, go into any faction war Discord and ask around, everyone is mad at this update. Everyone knows that it sucks. And they nerfed the point farming. So if you are a fan of going into safe zones and farming faction points, that is taken away. You can still farm faction points. You can't farm nearly as much. And earlier this year, they also nerfed it when they added the IP caps, making it so 8.4 gear disallowed you from soloing faction camps. Right now, let's see what is going on in the world of faction warfare. I'm from Bridgewatch. I flag up in Bridgewatch. If you're new to the channel, this is kind of my area. This is where I've always hung out for the past 7 years. And we can see right now, Bridgewatch is assaulting Martlock and losing. Uh-oh, they're assaulting Limhurst and losing. Uh-oh. So I'm not really on the winning side anymore. Now, Bridgewatch has had several years of being the winning faction, but, you know, there's a lot of guilds right now, a lot of Black Zone guilds, a lot of, just kind of thrown together, hey, let's go check the game back out, like pockets of friends. And, well, Limhurst has always been the Asian players on the Western server, and Martlock has always been kind of the European Polish players, whereas Bridgewatch has always been the American players. And I don't mean South America or Mexico, I mean North America and Canada. But with that said, you know, we are vastly outnumbered here. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is not about, oh, I'm losing, oh no, boo-hoo. What I'm going to talk about is the changes to the game. So, back in the day, and I have so many faction warfare videos on this channel that you can see. Back in the day, the way faction warfare worked is either either you owned the zone or you didn't. And if you didn't, but you owned a zone next to the zone, so in this case, let's pretend Snap, Shaft, Tro, whatever. Let's pretend Bridgewatch owned this, which it currently does. Now let's pretend back in the day that Long Shadow Plain is owned by Limhurst. What players could do before the IP caps is ride with their 8.4 gear, Awakened gear, whatever, over to Long Shadow Plain and then solo the encampments and capture them. If you wanted to do it, you could do it just fine, and you were thusly rewarded for your efforts, energy, time, and investment. And, well, they nerfed, they made IP caps a thing, because, oh, Yellow Zone bullying, oh, Swobenji has too much influence on our game. Oh no! And new players are quitting because they're getting beaten up in the Yellow Zone. That's not why they're quitting. But anyway, they invalidated everyone's time, effort, and investments, and I can show you that right now. Even most players in my situation have straight up quit the game. And let me just give you a quick example, right? I'm not too mad because I don't really care. It's pixels. But look at this chest. A bunch of 8.4. We got some Awakened gear. Not even really that much Awakened. Just sheep awakening, like little baby stats, right? This chest is worth 1.73 billion silver. When I wear any of this gear, I am as strong as someone in 4.2 gear. And I took my full Masterpiece Crypt Candle, my full, Flame Walker staff the other day, and I dismounted on a Haran Spear guy and he just beat my butt. He just absolutely beat my butt. I don't remember what his name was. No, that was in a ZVZ. Anyway, I'm not going to dig up the knockdown log. There's a knockdown log now. But, yeah, time and effort invalidated, all right? Here's another 714 million in gear, right? Here's, it's not really that much gear. Here's more 8.4 gear, 650 million there. So I have, billions of invested over time stuff that I thought I was going to get to play with, and I earned this, rightfully by, flipping items, growing crops, selling things, and lots of gathering, years of gathering, right? But, right, we still had our faction warfare. So I could get into I could just follow a random blob on the map, and let's say there's a random blob here and they're capping outposts. So I could just join the blob, and we could cap outpost, and we had a merry, jolly time. And if I wanted to take things more seriously, I'd hop into a Discord, a Bridgewatch faction Discord server, which, you know, some of these Discord servers are nanified, they're woke, they're overly controlled by the weirdos that like to sniff diapers filled with poop at furry conventions, those kind of weirdos, right? But not the Bridgewatch one as far as I can tell. The Bridgewatch one is pretty chill, at least on West. But you would get into a Discord, server would restart, like 5 to 10 people would get together, you'd roam over the whole map capturing all that you could, and by the end of it, if you had premium, you'd have well over 1 million faction points. Right now I have like 2,000. You'd have 1 million of these bad boys. And so 1 million faction points divided by 9,000 is 111 chests. 111 chests times 60,000 silver. That's 6.6 million silver that you would have made. 111 chests times 250,000 fame. That's 27.7 million fame in tomes. And look, I can show you the tomes now. You get these tier 8, these tier 7, and these tier 6 tomes. Now, obviously, I haven't been doing this. I don't really do the whole Discord fart sniffing stuff. I just don't really care about earning the points or leveling up because most of my stats are maxed. Except for weapons like frost staff, right? I don't really care. But what I'm trying to get at is that that's all gone. That is all gone, taken away. You're not getting it back ever again. Instead, let me show you the new system. Oh boy, it looks fancy. It's not. So with the new system, this is how things work. If you play during the hours of 3:30 in the morning UTC, and 15 hours after that is how much? 15 plus 3, that'd be 1,800. Yeah, between 1,800, I think, no, maybe not 1,800. I forget exactly. Let's see. Let's actually check up on what I'm saying here. Yeah, actually, yes. From 3 a.m. UTC to 1,800 UTC, you can see right now it's only 1,400 UTC. You don't get to do faction warfare. You just don't get, I mean, you can, but you don't get to earn the main amount of points that everyone else gets to earn. This means that if you work between the hours of 1,800 UTC, or you have life obligations, or you have, you know, stuff to do that isn't Albion Online between 1,800 UTC and 3 a.m. UTC, right? 18, 1, 2, 3, 24. So you have an 8-hour window every day to get the full experience of faction warfare. And if you don't play during that 8-hour window, you're not earning as much points as people that do. This means that you can't just log in at any time and enjoy the game. You have to log in when the game wants you to log in. You know what other games do that? Gacha games, Chinese games, and games with, as people have been calling it, like dark gameplay elements or dark gameplay loops. And that's not my wording. That's, I think, Chris Wilson's from Grinding Gear Games from Path of Exile, which he sold, by the way, for Magic the Gathering cards. Chris Wilson, how could you? But anyway, good guy, though. Him and Notch, especially. They're leading the game industry. Anyway. So, right now, I can't maximize my faction points. I have to wait almost 3 to 4 hours until the actual faction fortresses start sieging up, okay? So, during the main hours of the game, here's how it works. And I will try to show you this a little bit. What you want to do is you can't wear your awakened gear. I mean, you can. You can wear your 8.4. However, there's a reason why you can't. I'm going to go ahead and put on 8.4 and show you myself. Let's put on the full 8.4. No, that's not what I want. Full 8.4 set that I would probably use in battle here. Just kind of something like this. I know this used to be the I am fat kid build or whatever, or I hurt fat kid build, except I think I used it in Yellow Zone first, whatever. It would be something like this, right? This is a full freaking kit, and if I wanted to get even more spicy, I would just bring all my gathering tools too, right? But it's not something I normally do. I don't mix gathering and Yellow Zone PvP ever. I just don't do that. That's more of a fan cam thing. We'll talk about him in a bit. But you know, because he's still sneak dissing. Even though I haven't seen a full red sneak diss in over a week, he's still sneak dissing in his discords. I got spies. They show me everything, Buster. Anyway, so now in faction warfare, let's see where the battle's at. Is there a battle? Oh, there's a battle at Pine Copse. Oh, boy. Right? Looks like, well, it's not a battle. It's Limhurst capturing an outpost. Let's say I want to fast travel. Well, if we go over here right now to Driftwood Cove, it doesn't even really tell you where. You can just kind of look on the map. It's kind of in the first green part. It's gonna put me right here at Gold Shimmer or Spindlewood probably, right? Look how much it costs. 591,000 silver to fast travel there. Yeah, I can afford it. I'm super wealthy, right? And this is in full 8.4, 591,000. They actually just patched it. It used to be like 6 million silver to fast travel with this kit. I'm not even joking, right? It used to be hella expensive. Now, I'm IP capped anyway, so wearing this stuff doesn't give me much of an advantage, if at all. But, you know, I don't have to pay the repair bill either because they did nerf. All repair bills in Faction Warfare are nerfed by 25%, and all items are adjusted up to tier 6, if you didn't know this. Okay, let's not wear that. That's my red zone set. Okay, let's wear blue zone set. Now, if you're wondering why I'm wearing this set, I'm not going to tell you. That's a channel members only secret, okay? Or if you've been I do have a public video that's over 2 to 3 years old that explains this set. Good luck finding it. It took me an hour digging through my own channel to find it, but now it's channel members, you know, stuff instead. So now I have what looks to be a heal build. I'm not going to tell you what this build is used for. Channel members know. You can click join down below, $5 a month. There's never sponsors in my videos. I'm not like, hey guys, play Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, download NordVPN. Oh, I'm Tommy666. Play Core Punk. Now, I did make guides for Core Punk, but I did it hoping the game was good, not because some sponsor slop told me to. Anyway, now that I have my my little 4.2 set, look at my travel cost, 12,000. Let's go, 12,000 silver. Oh boy. Oh man, I'm having so much fun, dude. Oh yes. Oh boy. Look, it put me at long shadow. Actually, it put me over here, even though the graphic was over here across the lake. Thanks, game. Real fun. Now, when you're here, dude, you have these little camps with a timer, and you can only see these timers whenever you are faction flagged. And so, whenever you are within the circle, or close to the circle, you can see there's little red dots signifying that people are, or there's enemies here. Now that I'm in the circle, as long as my faction kills the majority of these enemies, look at the top right, 7, 8 out of 12 enemies killed. And there's a chest. Oh boy, let's open the chest. Oh man, this is so rewarding. This is so fun. Oh, I'm opening a chest. Oh man. Oh wow, 100 plus 100 supplies. I just got 46,000 silver. Right? I know this is super annoying to listen to. Okay. And then guess what? Oh, we're gonna go over here. Oh, someone else completed it. Damn it. But we got this one at 40 seconds. Oh boy. Oh man. Let's go, guys. Let's go, faction. Let's go do PvE in the open world for our faction. Right? Instead of fighting other players or fighting a faction outpost, which was actually mildly challenging at first, and then you just kind of learn the loop. We get to go smash mobs, except the gameplay loop is I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna sit here. And there's gonna be a bunch of other people that come up with, oh look, a healer build. Here we go. We got 4.1. You know, we got a little fire staff guy, and an axe guy, and a bow guy, and another axe guy, and another axe guy. You get the idea. Oh man, yeah. Oh, treasure. And they're gonna nerf this loot. They're going to nerf this loot. This is the honeymoon period, where it's the newest, fattest content, so they're making it not really, again, if you did this for hours, you're not going to make that much silver. I'm not making any fame either, because I'm not in a party with these jokers, okay? And yes, one of the Bridgewatch faction Discord leaders goes by Joker, and I asked him, are you the Joker from Persona or the Joker from Batman? He didn't know. He didn't know what that was. Oh man, Fame Tome! 40,000 fame, dude. Okay, that's hurting my voice. I can't do that anymore. Anyway, now we're gonna ride to this one, and this one is a medium-sized camp, right? I haven't seen a large camp. I don't think they exist. Just small and medium. That's all you get. All this crap is the same shit you do in the mists, right? But on a timer, so you can't infinitely do them. You have to wait up to like 15 minutes to do these again, right? So once you clear out a map, you just go to the next nearby map that's within this little red highlighted zone here. Not a red zone, but a red highlighted zone in the yellow zone. Very confusing for new players, man. New players are just gonna, you know, I haven't put out a tutorial for how to do this stuff for regular people. I have taught channel members how to do it, just because I'm having a blast watching everyone not know what to do and how the systems work and how the sieges work. It's so funny, because you'll have like 300 people on a map, you know, blob versus blob, and no one's knowing how to knock down the walls because they didn't read the patch notes or they didn't play in the black zone ever, right? I used to play in a top 10 guild. I know how this stuff works. But I'm not in a party with these people, but you can technically solo these with certain builds. Even cheap builds, you can actually solo it with a Great Axe build and just some basic lifesteal, like Pork Roast if you want. And they give about 9 to 10,000 fame each. That's with no premium with an 8-4 satchel. So I don't know what they give without that. Do your own math. I'm not your math homework nerd. Every day I get comments like, so Benji, what's the best way to do the blah-blah-blah? And I'm like, I don't know. You have to do the math. If I were to do the math for you today, a week from now, the economy changes, and then the math is completely different. But yeah, these guys, they're a little bit tougher. They have about 6 to 9,000 HP. They hit a little bit harder. Also, these guys are like bandit mobs, and they have like curse staff abilities, which are really annoying to fight in PvE, right? But yeah, these guys, you know, this random, you know, happens. I could heal them too, but we're in the same faction, so my heal spells will tickle them. It's whatever. I can be a little nice while I'm sneak dissing the game here. I put myself in combat and I don't have my heal Q and W. Oh well, whatever. I don't care. It's really not my problem. It's really not, but I'm just gonna chill in the circle until they kill 60 enemies, and then I'm gonna grab another chest. And it's not. It could be like I've seen some fat loot with people with premium. The most I've seen one player get is 1.7 million silver. That's good. That's getting nerfed. That ain't lasting. It never does. These chests are gonna be absolutely worthless in 1 to 2 months. But even if they weren't, like that's just a lucky chest. You don't normally get those kinds of chests. All right. But yeah, this is the PvE side of the faction update, right? And, you know, kind of sort of we had this before the update with the open world, you know, mob camps, where you would just complete them while faction flagged and you would still open the chest anyway, but everyone got their own chest. Now it's on a timer, so if you are hitting these on the timer, like now this is down to 7 minutes. They actually, yeah, they nerfed the timer. It was 15 minutes, now they halved it. So that's a step in the right direction, but it's not like, oh man, I completely changed my mind on this update. No, the update still sucks. The update is way worse for faction point farming than it used to be. Anyway, I'm gonna skip to the part where we open the chest. Okay, so what's happening right now with these camps? You're forced to do them. Here's the thing: like if you get like a big, like the pre-mates hate this too. If you were to get a big pre-mate in a Discord and you want to win for your faction, you literally cannot win if the supply number is lower than the enemy's supply number. This means people are fart sniffing in Discords, and they are forced to run from camp to camp to camp to camp. That's the gameplay. That's not PvP. This is like whichever faction just has more bodies, more of a pulse wins. Not whoever's more organized, not whoever's more geared, not whoever has the better build comp, not whoever is braver or can afford the repair bill. It's whoever just has more people to do these stupid plus 500 supplies. Oh boy, this is a medium camp. I got 1 extra tome of insight. Oh man, licks lips. Oh, I'm slurping here. Oh dang. There's a reason why no one on my friends list has logged in over a year. 1 year, 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, 4 years. Holy smokes, no one's coming back for this update. Look, I get to follow the blob to another camp, and we do it all over. And you do this. You have to do this faster than the enemy faction has to do this. We are like 20,000 behind. Oh man, we got 4 hours to catch up, bros. But whenever you get your bar above theirs and this timer reaches 0, oh, you get to fight. You get to fight at one of these things. You know, remember these in the black zone? Of course you don't, because you don't go to black zone. But here's how it works. You get your siege hammers and you hit the wall and you break the wall and you kill the guards and you kill every player that's fast. They can fast travel here, by the way. You kill all the players that fast travel here, and you have to capture all these little outposts too, so they don't respawn, because if you don't capture the outposts, then when they die here, they zip up here in 10 seconds and they ride back down. They can teleport through the walls and then nuke your ass at the gates once again. Now, also while you're doing this, there is a capture bar. You see the little bar at the top here, this big fat orange bar? You see it? Yeah, you thought I was going to say something else, huh? You thought I was going to say cocks. No, it's a bar. It's an orange bar. Anyway, so when you're in the zone, that bar goes up or down. If it goes down, the defending team has a clock they have to wear out, and that is a 30-minute timer. They have to defend for 30 minutes of their time. That means everyone in the Discord, oh, south, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push your buttons. Oh, you're going to get a guild VOD review later, Buster. You're demoted. You're not getting re-gears, Buster. In the yellow zone, who needs re-gears, right? But anyway, I'm making fun of guilds here. So anyway, the defending team would have to defend this slop for 30 whole minutes. Okay? And the offensive team, well, there's these random things that spawn, and you can't see them on the map. You can only see them in the game world, and they look like it's kind of like this little crate, but it's this little carriage, but it's a bunch of barrels, or it's like a bunch of crates and barrels, and these are called a weapons cache. And you go up to it, and you channel onto it to collect it, and then by doing so, the progress bar at the top, if you are the attacking team and you capture a weapons cache, it fills up like a bunch, like a good 20 to 30% for some reason. And so, if the enemy team or the defending team captures it, the progress bar goes back down. So if the progress bar goes all the way up, then you get to do one final push onto the camp here, the province, whatever, the castle thing, that whatever this is freaking called. The fortress, that's what it's called. It's a fortress, dude. It's a faction fortress. That's the name. And then you get to capture it. Oh, and then when you capture it, everyone gets rewarded points. And then this would turn orange. And then this would have a red arrow pointing at it. And then you rinse and repeat until you capture the whole zone. Except, here's the thing. That's not how it works. You know, back in the day, when Bridgewatch used to just consume the whole map because they were better than everyone else, you're only allowed to own or capture so many of these zones. If you own too many, then they automatically get reclaimed. So let's say Bridgewatch captured this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Well, Bridgewatch isn't going to be able to capture any of these at all. Ever. So that means Bridgewatch will only ever get to fight Martlock and Limhurst. And maybe at some point they can, maybe if they just beeline through the red zone, or I guess they can maybe fight Fort Sterling or Thetford, but that's going to be rare. Maybe on the Asia server you might see it or something. But so that's one way that they ruined the faction warfare, right? That's just one of the many ways. All right. But now because you're IP capped, everything is a Zerg versus Zerg blob fest, okay? And so everything you do feels like you're playing with like a pool noodle. You know those little foam floating devices at pools if you're in a country that swims, and you're just whacking each other with those things, right? Zerg versus Zerg, blob versus blob. The bigger blob always eats the smaller blob. Except in the case if you have a Black Zone guild or an organized guild like a small blob. In that case, they'll go on Discord and they'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy, we got him! Oh baby, that's a triple. And then they will all push their E button at the same time, killing whoever's in front of them. If that's the case, you cannot fight that. It is a perfectly blended comp of healer, DPS, and tank. And no matter what your blob size is, you just immediately lose. You lose because someone else is cheating. It's not cheating. Is using Discord against you. A third-party program. A program that should have been built into the game. When I join a party or a group in this game, I should be able to hop into a voice IP chat, VoIP, and talk to people either near me or in my party. I shouldn't have to rely on Discord to do it for me. And you'd be thinking, but Swole Benji, this is a Unity game. You know what a popular Unity game is that uses voice chat? Peak. You know that little cozy climbing game where you climb a mountain? That has voice chat. A lot of Unity games have voice chat. All of them do. All of the current ones do. Albion Online was made years ago. Voice chat was still a function back then. All right? And, yeah, so that's faction warfare. You follow the blob around, and you lose whenever a organized Discord blob beats your ass, okay? So then you're forced to join the faction Discord, and then you jump into a voice chat, and you listen to people that can barely speak English yell at you for not having a higher tier food or something, or, you know, not using higher tier equipment, which would increase your cost, so you do it anyway. You bend the knee, you suck on their toes. All right, and then you know what you get? You get the same amount of points. You get the same, for fart sniffing in a Discord and actually rolling over blobs, you get the same amount of faction points as everyone else that didn't do it. And let me explain. So when these things resolve, so when this resolves in either 4 out, well, right now they're defending, and if this bar is higher on defense, they just keep the fort and it resolves. And then what happens on the map is this red arrow switches, it turns around. Now the red arrow will point at this flag. All right, but let's pretend it doesn't. If the orange bar here is higher than the green bar, then it turns into the big fort fight. And let's say, you know, they win the fort fight. Do you know how much more faction points you get? You get like 7,000 more. You get like 7,000 more points for winning, and it takes 30 extra minutes. Okay, so it's technically better to just always lose. And since they can't full cap everything around you, you always get the zones back. It's better just to stay on defense, and channel members, don't be mad at me. The best thing to do, you go cap one outpost in these red highlighted zones, and you go to the other side and you cap one outpost in these little zones. You open a chest. You don't just stand in the circle. You have to open the chest. And then you log out, and then you log in after this timer has resolved, and there's a new timer, and you do it again and you log out. And that's how you farm the faction points. It's so stupid. It's not roam around with your buds or with your, you know, powerful gear that you earned and capture outposts. No. You are, if you want to contribute to the war effort and be a good little NPC wagey, then yeah, you ride around for hours doing these camps. That's faction warfare now. Yeah, you got to capture the outposts to have a respawn, and the outposts are worth a tiny bit more now than they used to be. When I last filmed for channel members, it was actually, the points were earned because the daily activity thing was up. It used to be a faction thing. And they were all 5-star like areas. Like, see how this is a 4-star area and this is a, hold on, where's the 5-star ones? Where's the damn 5-star ones? I swear I was doing 5-star ones in the members video, but yeah, that's why they were up to a little bit. If you're not in a 5-star area and you're only in a crap star area and it's not a faction day, you get 100 points for capturing outposts. Oh boy, 100 points. And you may be thinking, but Swell Benji, it's about fun. It's all about the fun. Okay, so I don't find ZVZ fun. 92% of the player base does not find ZVZ fun. ZVZ is necessary in the black zone so that you don't get your hideout fucking bashed in and lose all your stuff. And lose your ability to have a little base that you can safely operate out of most of the time and gather or whatever. Wow, gather to the black zone, right? But dude, this update, it ruined faction point farming. It ruined small scale. It ruined solo play. You are now forced to play again during the hours of like what, 8 hours from 3 to 1, 12 and 10. Like 1800 UTC to 3 a.m. UTC. If you don't play during those hours, and for me, that's 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. All right, I don't want to play this game during the day. Ew, gross. I'm an off hours player. I like to log in at 3 in the morning and go do stuff, right, when everyone's asleep. Not, oh, it's when it's 1 p.m. in the real world. I'm out doing real life stuff. I'm out playing other actual real games or something. Not this. But anyway, the faction update is absolute balls. It is just, it sucks. All right. It's also very like it's confusing to new players. And this is faction warfare was always like a gateway for new players. And yes, you should still faction flag up if you want to gather or farm open world. And the rewards, 5% better. You got a 5% buff to that. That's it. Oh man, it's bad. It's bad out there, boys. But every main faction Discord, they're all mad. Every leader that they're all burnt out. They're all thinking of other games. I know some people are leaving for Ashes of Creation. I might be leaving also for Ashes of Creation. I'm gonna get an update in a week, and I know December 11th it hits Steam, and you know, that game is based around Arcade, and Arcade was my favorite ever MMO. And, you know, I've been talking to some Ashes of Creation devs for like 5 years, and some of them like me, okay? It's not like Sandbox Interactive who hates my guts. Like, I don't have the content creator avatar, I don't have giveaways, I don't have the free premium or any of that stuff. They'll never ever shout me out ever on their launcher or anything, okay? But, you know, people that actually do misinform their audience, oh boy, they get on that launcher, don't they? They absolutely do. And I want to show you, all right? Look at the launcher. Introducing the Realm Divided Ambassadors. Ho ho! Woohoo! Woo! Hoi! Thank Ekimuck much on Thanksgiving Day. Wow. Thanksgiving Day news post, okay? Boys, I called it. I freaking called it so hard. If you haven't been paying attention, I have told again. If you haven't watched some of my recent videos, I've been feuding with a d-bag named Fancanth, who is telling people that Blue Zone Gathering sucks and that Black Zone Gathering is so good, which it isn't. We all know it isn't. But new players don't know that. New players, they watch him and they go out in the Black Zone and they get absolutely bent over and have all their stuff taken and then they uninstall. And you know what? Good. I'm smiling. I'm happy. Good. Let the new players suffer. Let the new players burn. Watch the player counts go down. If I didn't exist, this game would be way worse off. Like in an alternate universe where I just didn't play this game, do you know how bad it would have been? It would have been so bad. I have kept this game afloat. Like, I have the most referrals, so the numbers do show that I am literally the one guy that is affecting still front stock price. I am the one guy. The one guy. Right? But anyway, enough self-pats on the back here. Look at the launcher. Our boy made it. I told you he would be in the launcher. Now, unfortunately, he wasn't good enough to get his own shout out, you know, like they do sometimes where they like do a little interview and stuff. Maybe that's coming up. Maybe he's next, guys. Why did they I guess he's a two-word name. I thought it was just Fancanth one word, but I guess you capitalized the C, whatever. They did it for Pato Albion too. I don't know who these other people are. I know that's like a grill gamer. But, yes, grill gamer, not girl gamer, grill gamer. You know, grill, like the thing you cook meat on, whatever. Again, whatever. I don't know any of these. Oh, that's also a grill, I think. Maybe. Yeah, that's definitely a grill. I was in a guild that this woman ruined, by the way. Thanks for that. And, see, you can't get rid, like, fart sniffing pays off. You fart sniff Nozori, you get on the launcher. There you go. Congratulations. Now I have something else to show you. Oh, it's Fancanth's kill board. Look, he died 3 days ago. He lost 5.9 million. Check it out. Look, he was gathering and he got absolutely butt blasted by the Rise Guild. Uh-oh. And then 10 hours ago, hey, look, it happened again. Another gathering sesh where he lost 6.2 million silver. This time he got bent over by the Pinco Alliance. Paradox Universal. Dude, everybody give a standing applause for Paradox Universal. Thank you, Steven Asenio of Clan Reyes for killing Fancanth. I really do appreciate it. And I'm being serious. I really do appreciate all you Black Zone gankers out there showing this dork that Black Zone Gathering is absolutely not the way. And, this is the guy that's trying to pioneer, hey guys, go to the Black Zone to gather. Like, and I'm not joking. Look, here's him telling someone to get to save zone gather until tier 4 tools, which you can get in literal minutes. Like, I think I could speedrun this in like 20 minutes on a new character, right? But he's like, once you hit tier 4, and you would have like, you wouldn't even have 100k silver if you don't do the stone trick in the tutorial, right? He tells you to. He's telling a new player. He is telling a new player to immediately go to the Roads of Avalon and farm aspects. Okay, a new player isn't killing an aspect in a gathering set for one, and you should be using a gathering set if you're gathering. And then he says, you just farm aspects, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, without radar hacks, and I'm not saying Fancanth radar hacks. It's probably too innocent for that. Let's just say that. But like, I could ride around for hours and never find an aspect in the roads. Hours. And the reason why is that radar hackers pick those things clean. They have entire guild. There's entire Discord servers of people that sell aspect locations. They're like, hey, you want to buy a package of 10 aspects? That'll be $2 or 4 million silver. Yes, it's RMT. I'm not going to tell you where to find these Discord servers. They exist. All right. It's sad. It sucks. It's stupid. I don't believe in them. I hate, I don't like, that people cheat in games, but hey, that's every game. That's just the life we live in. And SBI, if they truly cared, if video game devs truly cared, they would do something about it. They could absolutely do something about it. But the only time they ever crack down on cheaters is when people keep posting speed hacker videos, which is maybe once or twice a year. It's usually like one Russian guy that just, kills a bunch of people with a, whispering bow in the Black Zone, and everyone gets butthurt about it. That's just how it is. But anyway, You got this guy telling new players, yeah, just go to the roads, dude, and farm aspects. Okay, it's so funny. It's so funny to see that. I love it. But hey, you know, they get told, don't watch Soul Benji. He's bad. He's a bad man. Here's a photoshopped image of him saying something that would make the leftists mad or whatever. Who cares? You know, whatever. That's part of being a public figure. People are gonna Photoshop whatever they want. You know, they're going to make up random claims that you have a criminal history and stuff and a record. I'm like, no, I don't. I've never gotten a ticket in my life. I love it. I think it's funny. I think it's so funny. Someone was like seriously posting that I was a cannibal. They were like, yeah, I have proof that Soul Benji is a cannibal. He eats people. I'm like, dude, what? Okay, they're building the lore. They're building the Soul Benji lore. I'm somehow a cannibal now. Whatever. Tastes like pork, guys. Oh, it's funny. It's so funny to me. But yeah, that's the truth about the faction warfare update. And Sandbox Interactive definitely doesn't have your best interest in mind. Ask any faction Discord person. Yeah, it's fun. The only fun part is that, you know, there's big blobs. There's big old blobs happening again. And you can go slam your forehead into a blob and bomb them with like a witchwork staff or something. But your IP capped so you can't kill anybody. You just kind of group them up, and then you gotta get in Discord and do a 5-second countdown to actually get anything done. And the silver per hour sucks. The faction points per hour sucks. One of the best ways to farm faction points is to just go red zone and farm mobs. I'm not joking. Like that's the new meta for farming faction points. Well, what you do is you go here, you cap one outpost. You wait for the timer to disperse while you go farm red zone mobs. That's it. If you want to min-max your faction points, that's the new way to do it. Oops. And it's not even that much anymore. It used to be so much back in the day, and now it's not. Oh, man, it's such a disappointment. Like, I feel like they keep doing this year after year. They keep making the game worse. If they released Albion Online Classic, which, you know, just take the 2019 version of the game and re-release that. And never patch it beyond the Queen's update. That would have more players. Everyone would go play that instead of this. Yeah, we wouldn't have as many options for weapons. There'd be no shapeshifter staff. There'd be less food to craft. You know, the whole meta would be different. You'd get we get Black Hands back. That was a dagger weapon that got taken out of the game. We get that back. Right? It wouldn't be corrupted dungeons. If you want a PvP in a dungeon, you go into a solo dungeon, which was how you fame farmed back in the day. And solo dungeons in the yellow zone earned you 2 million silver per hour. The price of premium was 4 million silver. Or the price of premium was 6 million silver, not 31,000. This game is ruined. The player counts clearly show that not a lot of people came back for this update. SBI doesn't care. They're going to keep circle jerking their fart sniffer creators that get no views at all and aren't healthy for the game. Like when these creators try to play something else, they get no views and no one watches them. Except for the botters, of course, the ones that bought their views. I'm not going to say who, but it's pretty obvious who bots in the Twitch category, in the Albion category. But that's Twitch's problem, not mine. I don't care about Twitch. It is what it is. Alright, so that's the video. Thank you guys so much, and click the video on the right side of your screen. If you don't, you're gonna drop your Thanksgiving mac and cheese. I don't even eat mac and cheese for Thanksgiving. I don't even eat Thanksgiving because I'm poor and broke. I'm gonna go heat up a can of beans and eat tortillas that expire in 3 days. That's my Thanksgiving, baby. Mwah. See you later.
Hey guys, it's Swell Binge here, okay? You know, this update is really such a good one, and, oh man, I can't wait to tell you about it, and congrats to all of the new ambassadors, you know, Sandbox Interactive, they worked so hard on this game, you gotta give them a pat on the back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you about this amazing, so great update. Uh-oh, there's bad words in the chat, I gotta hide the chat. Oh my god, oh man, I can't wait to drink my Soylent later for my German Thanksgiving. Woo! Anyway, guys, you know, big grats. I'll see you guys in the Discord later, and we'll talk about recipes and how that smelly Benjamin guy, you know, he's a real mean guy for the content creator, and we're just mad all the time at him. But anyway, I gotta tell you about this wonderful faction update. It's so good. It's so great, you guys. Check it out. They really updated the map, and they added new province names. Oh, man, I really like the Scorched Sands province. That's my favorite. I think it's just a really fun map to fight on. Anyway, so you can see here that Scorched Sands is attacking Driftwood Cove, and right now Limhurst has more supplies. Oh man, I need to rally my buddies, my bros, in Discord of course. Join the faction Swell Benjamin Discord server, and we can take back what's rightfully ours, guys. And in 3 hours and 40 minutes from now, we'll be able to fight those nasty Limhurstians, but you can't fight them with your words, you gotta be nice. Anyway, today's video is sponsored by 3D printed meat. 3D printed meat is a meat that you can devour, and it's totally harmless to animals and stuff, and it's really nature friendly, and it's also approved by Klaus Schwab of the World something organization, I forget the name right now. And by the way, we're doing a little bit of Twitch drops here. Twitch drops, everybody! Yay! It's Twitch drop time. Let's see what we get. Oh man, let's get these chests. And it's double chest day. Don't forget to tune in to Swell Benji on Twitch for your drops. I'll be streaming 16 hours with Juan and also Froggy Johnson and Sadikaz. And yes, we're going to be learning Spanish. Oh boy, it's Spanish learning hour. It's Spanish learning month here on the Swell Benjamin channel. Oh man. Big thanks to SBI for giving me premium, by the way. And big thank you to Nizori for hanging out with me at TwitchCon. And, his wife's really a very nice lady. Very well, kept and stuff. And I just want to give them kudos to their family and, that mean old streamer guy. I forget his name. I'm not gonna say his name because he's a mean old streamer guy. He was sly dissing their family, and I can't believe he did that a year ago. I'm still upset. I'm still so mad about that. I'm gonna tell everybody forever that he did that thing. And I'm not talking about me. I'm dropping my character. I never sly dissed their family. That was someone else. And it's such a stupid drama. It's so dumb. Anyway, and then later we're going to go on to the European server. We're going to play with eCourt, guys, and we're going to make a streamer tier list. Wow. Anyway, let's talk about the update. Oh, boy. Ooh, I'm getting cold quiver shivers. Oh, I got goosey bumpies. I can't do this character. It's so cringe, guys. It's so cringe. All right, guys. Here, let me show you the update. Oh, man. You got to get on your 4.2 gear, and I'm running a healer set so that I can heal on my buddy. Let me switch to heals because I got to keep people alive. That's my job. It's like, I'm a medical person in real life because I went to college and I grew up in a gated community neighborhood, and I had, parents that were always there, and I made a lot of friends growing up in school, and I was very privileged, and I live in a nice house in a nice low-crime neighborhood. And what are you doing there, over Plainview 888? Huh, you little AFK there? Yeah, you sightseeing there, brother? Huh? Uh-oh, we got a mean bully here. Mean bully alert. This Folios guy, he's mean bully. He's going to attack my faction with a exalted staff. Okay, he's a healer. He's still helping the bullies. So this is the enemy blob. And I'm going to ride into it with my my guild, my Black Zone guild. And guys, get ready to charge. And someone's doing a hunt there. I better not steal it. Uh-oh, that would be mean. That would be a mean, bullyful thing to do. All right, guys, get ready to dismount. And on my mark, we're going to go and attack now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, good job. You did it. We did it, guys. We bomb squatted them. Me and my 1,000 botted viewers on Twitch. 30 of you guys all pushed your E button at the same time, and we totally wiped out that little group there, guys. Man, googly moogly. I'm so glad a googly moogly got me. Oh, you can't see the text, can you? Dang it. Yeah, googly moogly 4935. Anyway, guys, uh-oh. It looks like I died in that bomb squad. That's okay. I'm just going to repair up, and we're going to go again. And here's my good friend, Saray23. And, member of Red 15. No, 100% farming. Oh, boy, 4 members. I can't wait. I can't wait to, have Megs go into their stream later and introduce them to the fold. And we could all huff the copium fumes together. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's just me spazzing out, Alright, so here we are with the Bridge Watch blob, and we are against the Limhurst blob. Now, I need to do my duty here, and I really need to get in there, and oh no, they bombed our people! Uh-oh, guys, back! Go south, south. Okay, we're gonna turn. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go in, go. What are you doing? Go in, go. North. Oh my god, you beepers, beep, you freaky beeps, you worthless beeps, beeps, guys, this is unacceptable. Listen, we're gonna have a talk in Discord later off stream, and you're gonna send me your VOD. You're gonna send me your VOD of what happened, and this is inexcusable. I'm gonna make a Reddit post. I can't with this character, man. This character is... This is the reality. This is the reality of all the Twitch streamers that they don't show you on the camera. Let's pretend I'm the guild leader of this Manu Glock guy. You're running away. You're going the wrong direction. Get back in there. Oh my god, I got so many repair bills from that faction fund. I can't afford it because I don't do anything but card swipe. I got a card swipe. Wait, where's the card swipe? Oh yeah, it's over here. So I don't card swipe enough. I don't know where the damn buy button is. Guys, I got a card swipe. Oh, that opens a web page. Screw that. Don't open a web page. Guys, I'm card swiping. Cha-ching. Transaction complete. All right, we got more money. We can get back out there, boyos. Oh man, what a rough one. Those guys were mean bullies, weren't they? They were so mean. They're so mean bullies. Guys, I can't believe I got bullied in the game. I gotta dial up Sandbox Interactive. I gotta call the game master at 2 in the morning because they bullied me in a yellow zone. Yes, hello SBI, that mean streamer, that smelly bin guy. Yeah, he attacked me in a yellow zone, and he made me down for like 15 seconds. Ban him now. Anyway, that's all I have for this 500 view video with my 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you gather in the black zone, everybody. Make sure you join a guild, and make sure that you also never gather, and always be crafting in at a loss, because the economy needs it. Who cares about your own personal economy? It's the in-game economy that counts. So make sure you go out and constantly die and card swipe, and don't forget to follow all the same people on Twitch who all dick ride each other. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the bottom, and that's where I'll be 5 years from now with no viewership and only bot views. And yeah, that's it, guys. Look forward to more Black Zone guides where I showed that I'm making like 3 million silver an hour, cherry picked, of course. And don't you dare look at my kill board. Don't you dare look at it. That kill board doesn't count because it wasn't on the video. Anyway, mwah, goodbye. I kiss you on your mouth because I have no concept of germs or something. Mwah, 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 mwah. I can't with this character anymore, guys. You get the idea. This is a parody. This is a fake opinion. The update sucks. See you later. Mwah. Bonus footage. We gotta do a chest opening, guys. Look at these community chests. Look at these wonderful skins. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. Wow, skin opening. I can't wait to automatically get Buttercup because I'm in the AOCP streamer program. Oh man. I actually have Buttercup. I got it after like 3 months of pulling this slop out. But yeah, guys, don't forget to get your Buttercup skin.